Tesofensine with modafinil. Good idea, bad idea? What are the implications? I have a great example of this. I've got a friend named AJ who has absolutely fell in love with Tesofensine after experimenting with all the different nootropics, including Adderall, Ritalin, and modafinil. Tesofensine is now his favorite because it gives him sustained mental energy performance and focus. Lasts all day. He doesn't have a crash. Even on modafinil, he has a crash at the very end of the day. On Tesofensine, he has no crash, and it gives him all of the perceived benefits of modafinil. So the first question would be, for someone who's asking if they should take modafinil with it, it would be like, why? Why? Because if we're already taking Tesofensine and we're getting all the benefits of modafinil, or most of the benefits, depending on what we're looking to get out of modafinil, then why would we need to stack it? Wouldn't that be duplicative? Aren't we already getting everything that we need from the Tesofensine? Likewise, if someone's already on modafinil, do they really need Tesofensine? I mean, modafinil already acts like an appetite suppressant anyways. But I would really caution against stacking these things, because Tesofensine is a reuptake inhibitor. So it causes the brain to hold more serotonin, dopamine, adrenaline, noradrenaline. And modafinil isn't a reuptake inhibitor, but it does cause the increase in some of these neurotransmitters as well. And so if you're taking multiple things that are increasing those neurotransmitters, you might get too much. I think Tesofensine is perfectly balanced to give the right amount of increase in each one of these neurotransmitters to work together in harmony to increase mental performance. If we take another nootropic, we have to be really careful because we're throwing that harmony away. I'd say if I was going to stack them, I'd be reducing the dosage on both significantly. So I'm on Tesofensine right now, and I am taking other nootropics. If I take something like ginkgo biloba, bacopa monnieri, theanine, these aren't going to have a negative interaction. I'm looking at my shelf. I've got a whole bunch of nootropic up there. But ones that increase adrenaline, ones that increase serotonin, ones that increase dopamine, I would be nervous because we don't want too much dopamine. Like, you notice I feel so good on Tesofensine. I feel good to where I can perform really well, but if I feel too good, then it's going to cause mental problems, and it's also going to desensitize me to dopamine, and then I'm going to have withdrawals when I come off all this stuff. I don't want that. I want just like a gentle increase in all these neurotransmitters. One drawback of Tesofensine versus modafinil is that Tesofensine has a really long half-life. So at least with modafinil, if we take a low dosage, it's mostly out of the system before sleep, and it's not really impacting our sleep in any negative way. With Tesofensine, if we take too much and these neurotransmitters go too high, it could interfere with sleep. So it's a matter of finding the right dosage with either of these compounds, because they're both very powerful. So would I stack them together? I would only stack them together if I was taking a very low dosage of each. And I'll give you an example. Tesofensine dosage is between 1 pill to 2 pills per day, which is 500 micrograms to 1,000 micrograms, which is 1 milligram per day. Modafinil dosage is between 50 and 200 milligrams. One tablet of modafinil is 200 milligrams. I can't even take one tablet of 200 milligrams of modafinil. It's too much for me. It's too stimulating. I think at 100 milligrams I do well. At 50 milligrams stacked with other nootropics, I do fantastic on modafinil. I take very low dosages of these things that are stimulatory. And also the appetite thing. Like, I don't want to take so much of modafinil or Tesofensine that I have no appetite. On 500 micrograms of Tesofensine, I still have enough appetite where I can eat healthy and still enjoy food, but I don't have the cravings for bad food. And on modafinil, same thing, 50, 75 milligrams of modafinil, I can still eat, I can still enjoy food. But if I take 200 milligrams of modafinil or 1 milligram of Tesofensine per day, I have no desire to eat. And then it's like, I need to eat, otherwise I'm going to shrink into nothing. I don't have any body fat. I probably have like 7% body fat, 8% body fat. So I don't want to crash my appetite too much. One of the reasons why I don't take too much of these things also, besides not wanting to overstimulate myself. So an example protocol that I'd use if I was going to use both for myself would be something like 500 micrograms of Tesofensine every other day and 75 milligrams of modafinil first thing in the morning. With that stack, I don't think I have any negative interaction like too much dopamine or too much adrenaline, too much excitement, too much energy. I can still have enough energy to be able to have good mental stamina and performance without like tweaking myself out. So with anything, as you're going to see with Tesofensine as I go through other things that can be stacked with, you're going to find that I either lower the dosage of tesofensine or I lower the dosage of the other nootropic I'm stacking it with, stimulatory nootropic, I mean. I'm not taking a full dosage of tesofensine along with a full dosage of anything else stimulatory, including caffeine.